Alrighty. I'm Tex. My wife Dawn, sitting back over there. Say hi, Dawn. She is wrapping up a ball of yarn. No, no wonder I call her Kitten. She likes to play with yarn. There you go. Alrighty. We're DTN Living Life, and I'm inside one of the RVs that we're transporting. And just to top off, we got new shirts. Freaking awesome. Let me show you what they look like here. On the front, they have our DTN transporter logo, and each one has a different type of RV on the front. And then of course this one's Tex, so this one's mine. And then on the back, these are all the RVs that we will find on the front of different shirts. So DTN transporter followed by DTN Living Life. Pretty cool. No, and we've got a good friend that's doing those. I don't know what she's charging on a regular basis to people, but yet, no, just to give you an idea, you're probably looking at about $35 for that shirt. No, with all the decals. Could be a little bit more. I would say 35 to 40. But yeah, so that's what we are. We've got several different colors. I'll post a picture of all the different colors and things like that. And I mean, when you start doing vinyl and you put different colors all within the same logo, that gets more expensive. So yeah, she's doing really good with it. I'm not going to give her name out yet right this moment, but if you're interested, just let me know and I will definitely let her know, and she will say whether or not she's got time to take care of you or something to that effect. She may end up calling you. We'll go from there. We are transporting these two units. As you see me, I just came out of this one here. This is the unit I'm driving. And pulling Lucie Blue behind me, who's had a little incident this morning. I'll cover that in just a moment. And then the one's driving the same type of vehicle right behind me. We're sitting at a Cracker Barrel. We're on the back right side of it, and as you can see, there's the sign on the back side here, Cracker Barrel. And if you look back up here is the highway. That car's up here front, but yet those cars back there are the highway. So yeah, there is a side road over here, but we're going to park here for the night. We've had a little trouble today. Ran into a landscape company, tried to squeeze by us and accidentally clipped onto the mirror here. So therefore, see if I'm getting that in the picture here. Yeah, clipped the mirror, busted the pieces off the top here. Okay, so the cap didn't break, but yet those pieces broke, so now the cap won't stay on. So yeah, therefore we'll have to get that fixed and see what we can do. I don't know how much money it's going to be. Don't even reckon that. But yet, the owner of the company called, and I told him straight up front. I was like, "Look, before I start calling insurance companies and dealing with legalities and things like that, we will be taking care of those things. But at the same time, I like to give options, so I told him, I was like, look, we'll go get an estimate and we'll find out what it costs outright, and then we can determine if we need the insurance to cover it or if we need to just pay the dealer who's going to take care of the car, and we'll go that route. But yeah, so one of those little scenarios. I'll submit some pictures to one of the dealers and see what we can do and go that route. But yeah, I prefer to give companies their choice, because when it comes down to insurance, a lot of times insurance won't raise on a company over one incident, but if you have like 3 incidents, they'll raise, and their raise is not just a couple of dollars, it's a couple hundreds. So it gets a little bit on the expensive side. So a lot of times on small businesses, if they can take care of things by themselves without putting it on the insurance company, then that's cool. That way they don't run into a large amount of money being raised. I mean, let's be realistic to how this works. let's say this thing cost $700 to fix that mirror. I don't think it'll cost that much, but yeah, I don't know. $700 to fix or replace that mirror. All right. If the insurance company says, well, this is your 4th incident, and therefore we're going to raise your insurance $200 for every 6 months. Well, okay. So you only raised it $200 per 6 months. But that $200 in 2 years will now be $800, and every $200 after that is just extra money that happened that we could have actually just paid for it and been done with it. So hence the reason why I always try to be nice to people and say, hey, look, I give it up to you whichever way you want to go. I mean, a lot of people think that once you have an incident, you got to call it into the insurance company right off the bat. Well, I will call my insurance company, tell them we had an incident and I'm dealing with it, but yet I'll give them heads up, and we'll see whether or not, I will have up to 2 years. I know for me at State Farm, they will give me up to 2 years to claim that in insurance, or they'll just ignore it. And I at least noted to them that on this date we had this incident and we're good, and it got taken care of. So that's the way I look at it. Everybody thinks that, no, you got to get everybody else legally involved. Well, if you work with people, people work with you. When they don't work with you, that's why you end up having companies like we pay Legal Shield, for our capabilities. So therefore, if we need to go legally into anything, then we actually have an actual lawyer from any state, all 50 states, that will fight for our situation and help us out. Which, once again, that's where the insurance comes in. That's where legal comes in. If you pay for these things and you have them sitting on the back burner, then you call them when you need them. You try never to call them, and even though you do pay for them, you don't turn to them first. You turn to the customer, to the other people, and you say, hey, what do you want to do? And that's how I believe that we all should be, is that we should all be workable. But like I said, there's some people that don't. Fortunately, this landscape company, I'm going to leave them out of it right this moment because they haven't given me permission to use their names or anything to that effect. But they're very workable. They seem to be a reputable company. The gentleman that did the incident was real quick to tell us, hey, we just had that little incident. Okay, I won't say whether he admitted to fault or not, because I'm not going to get into who's at fault. I can come across and see his point. If he was to point out saying I was parked in a spot that did not allocate a parking spot, but it's private property, so therefore it's like us being parked in all these spots. We're not parked correctly in these spots either. So hence, that's where you have to come back and say you hit a parked car, your moving vehicle hit a parked car, and that's what created the scenario. So yeah, when you come across those different things, there's 1 in a million different ways to look at it. I'm not going to say I'm at fault. I'm not going to say he's at fault. I'm going to say we had an incident, and that's the way it stays. I will not say whether he admitted to anything or I admitted to anything. We will stay as an incident. All right. So there's that. Let's see here. What else is there happening? We're headed to Florida. We have driven the last 9-10 loads, all in the cold weather. Yeah, they gave us Tucson, Arizona once, and when we got to Flagstaff, it was 11 degrees. We're tired of the cold weather. Freaking winter, be done. We're headed south. We're going to go to Florida. I'm going to go to Everglades, and Dawn's going to come with me, so that way she can see me get eaten by an alligator. Because I want to see an alligator in its natural habitat. No, I don't want to go to a zoo and see an alligator. I want to see one on the side of the road, so I can say I at least seen one, and there was no fence in between us. And no, I'm not going to walk up to it. I'm not that stupid. I might be a redneck, but I ain't that damn stupid. No. And see what different things are out there. So yeah, we're going to do the loop road and a few other things in Florida and do some camping. Yeah, we do have camping gear, so yes, we're going camping. Alrighty, there you go. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, dislike, and then like again, because we like you to finish on the like part, of course. And let's see here, what else is there? Notifications bell. And peace, love, and jelly beans, people. Y'all be safe out there. And throw me a question if you got anything. We'll talk to you.